Hello, good morning, and welcome to Hanovi Global Network. I am your host, John Hanovi. And today we are going to be taking a look at something that was so irresponsibly reckless and resulted in a tragic accident. Generally, I don't do stories about Grenada and things of this nature. My forte and interest is mostly American politics and international current events. But, as they would say, I had to do one for the team today because the resultant tragic accident was something that, in some respects, was preventable and at the same time could have been mitigated. I can only imagine how the relatives of the people involved in the accident are feeling right now. The hope is, by giving some attention to what has taken place, that some sort of corrective action would be taken so that future tragic accidents like these don't happen. It just seems that one too many of these incidents are taking place, especially things are happening that are very much preventable. It seems like it was just a few months ago that an incident happened in the town of Grenville, St. Andrews, involving a kid who lost his life because of an uncovered sewer. It is always tragic when there's a loss of life, but is especially tragic when the circumstances that led to the loss of life is seemingly preventable. Now, someone had sent me a video of the tragic accident in an area known as Maboya St. And as soon as I looked at the video, the first thing that came to mind, oh my, I'm sure there was no guardrails available, and that is why the car ended up in this seashore. That was my initial speculation. And having received a video of the area, then it confirmed exactly what I initially suspected. Now let's take a look at the video of the result of the tragic accident and some reporting by Jack Butcher on the ground.
Policing go off. They playing the cunt. Accident I have the park. The girl have the road by the sea. Man on the ground.
So John, this is the stretch of road where the accident happened yesterday. As you can see, there are no real barriers, and most of the trees and shrubs are small, so there's nothing really to protect anybody who lose control. And you see the amount of vehicular traffic that taking place on the road, and most of the people that drive here speed. So that's part of the problem. And this is a road from the next direction, looking down, coming from St. George's, going into Guelph. And as you can see, a vehicle is going at a pretty fast pace down the road. And this is the sea. There's a small mound of earth here, but outside of that, as you go lower down, there's really and truly no barricade. So once you lose control here, you will crash.
So it's quite clear. This is actually a very dangerous situation. For starters, you have a corner that's even more difficult to negotiate. So it's imperative that there be some sort of guardrail to protect motorists should they lose control. There is also a stretch of road which usually lends itself to escalating speeds. I mean, you've got a situation where there's not even a curb. So there's absolutely nothing between motorists and the side of that precipice. So at minimum, what is required is some sort of guardrail along that stretch of road. Hopefully, the people responsible would do the right thing and install a guardrail. This is not something that is some major engineering feat. This is not something that is major. It doesn't require much technical knowledge. I mean, you can you can mobilize laborers within the community and get this done. As of now, it seems that people involved in the accident are doing okay. But now is the time to take corrective measures so that you can mitigate the impact if someone loses control of their vehicle. The hope is that someone will take a look at this, put measures in place to slow motorists down, or get involved with some traffic enforcement that will prevent any further tragedy.